Making today is kidney beans with chickpeas in there. Both I'm going to mix in together and make a curry out of it. In preparation, I've cut 3 small onions, half green pepper and about 6 cloves of garlic in there. There's about 4 teaspoons of sunflower oil in there, which I'm going to pour into the pot. Put my gas on. Then I'm going to put my onions, green pepper and my garlic all in there, all in together. Give it a nice stir. So all the onion is separate. 1.5 teaspoon. Because I'm going to put some potatoes in it as well. Potatoes soak up quite a lot of salt, so that's gone in. Give it a nice mix. So you put it on low flame, put the lid on and let it simmer for about 10 minutes and keep checking.
A few moments later.
Just checking how nicely the onions have simmered. They're looking amazing. Give it a nice stir. I don't want my onion burning, so I'm just going to add kettle water, just a few drops. So now I'm going to be using tomatoes. I'm using the tin tomatoes because I haven't got no fresh ones. You can use fresh if you don't have the tin ones. Normally I do use the chopped ones, but today I've got the peeled plum tomatoes. So there's about 1.5, so not 1.5 tin, about 1.5 tomato from the tin with a little bit of tomato puree, which is in the plate. I'm gonna add this. In there. Give it a nice stir. So a further 10 minutes, keep stirring because the gravy is still not done. I can still see onions, sorry. I can still see the onions that are not actually pureed into a gravy yet.
A few moments later.
So it's been 3 minutes. I'm checking the gravy to see the colour and the texture of it, giving it a nice stir. Still not done as yet. So now in the meantime, whilst the onion is being done, I'm going to drain the water out of the chickpeas, put the whole tin in there. Same with the kidney beans, all in there. So I've prepared the kidney beans and the chickpeas. Now I'm going to cut 2 small potatoes to small, like you're doing chips. And then in small cubes. After a further 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, checking again to see the outcome of the gravy. coming nicely. I'm going to take the lid off now. One top tip, guys, this is a must in a household. If the pieces of the onion are still not in gravy, just mash it with this masher. So it's like nice, so you can't see the onions. So now my gravy is nicely fine. I'm gonna put 3/4 of a tablespoon of red chilies, which is also known as basar. Okay. I'm gonna put some curry powder in there. So a teaspoon of curry powder and 1/4 teaspoon of tandoori chicken mix masala. This you can pick it up from any grocery shop. It's a must to have in a household to put in any curry. I know it does say chicken, but you can even put it in chickpeas. It just gives it that extra flavour. So I'm just going to add some red paprika, which is again 1/4 of a teaspoon in there. Give that a nice mix. To add a bit extra spice flavour, I just add chicken. Let me just put it around. So it's chicken spice mix. You can get this from any grocery shop. I just sprinkle a little bit. I'm going to add my diced potato in there, which was washed. Stir it. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit water, just a sprinkle. I don't want the gravy sticking to the pot, so give it a mix. Oh, that's so nice. So bear in mind, this gravy was cooked on a very low flame. Now I'm going to put it high. Keep stirring. And I'm going to add the washed kidney beans and the chickpeas in the gravy. All in there. Full heat. I'm going to mix. Stir. Keep stirring. So I'm going to keep stirring for about further 10 minutes.
A few moments later.
Glasses in the kettle to boil. So I freeze my coriander, put it in a freezer bag, get a handful of the coriander, mix in there, just add a little more depending on how much you want. So I'll put 1.5 handful of the coriander. Keep stirring. So now I know it's ready because my gravy is sticking to the pan, so I know it's ready now. I boiled water that was in the kettle. All in there. Give it a nice mix. So now the gas was, remember the gas was on full heat. Now I'm putting it back on low flame. Mixed it all well nicely. Just putting the lid on for a further 2-3 minutes, but keep checking in those 2-3 minutes. I just want the potatoes to be nicely cooked and the curry is ready. So I'm just checking if the potatoes are nicely cooked, which they're not. They're not. So I'm going to put the lid back on, put a further 1 glass of water in the kettle again. So after checking the potatoes, which was about 3-4 minutes, they were still not done, so I added a further 1 glass of water in there because I like my potatoes to be nice and soft. So all this water, bear in mind, this water will dry out. So I'm going to leave it on for about 5-6 minutes now. Let it simmer for about 5-6 minutes and the potatoes should be nicely cooked. So now I'm checking again. That looks amazing. So my final touch of spice is ground coriander. Let me just get a spoon, sorry. I'm not this posh person who puts everything in fancy jars. I've got my ground coriander in a chili sauce tub. So about 3/4 of a teaspoon in there, sprinkle.